You're listening to It Matters with Kelly Cords. Good morning. Thanks for spending your morning with us. Sure appreciate it. Well, right now, we've had this guest on the show before. It's so exciting to watch her grow and watch her career just blossom. Her name is Maddy Braun, and Maddy's joining us from Nashville today. Hi, Maddy.
Hello.
All right, so you've been on the show before. You're from Princeton, right?
Princeton, Malacca area, yeah.
And you're 14?
Yep.
You wouldn't know it if you see Maddy, but you may have heard Maddy before on the show. She came in and sang for us, and she's a songwriter. And I've known Maddy's father for many years because her dad was one of my brother's best friends, and I went to school with your aunt, Lisa. So I've been familiar with the family for a long time. But Billy brought out his daughter Maddy one night and said, hey, my daughter sings. Could she sit in with you? As I was playing a gig somewhere. And she came up and blew me out of the water. You know, you can hear that people say that sometimes about kids being okay singers and being okay for their age. Maddy's not just okay for her age. She has a really mature voice, and she's just doing some amazing things. And since you've kind of started playing music around Princeton, Malacca, various areas. I know that you used to play, or maybe you still do when you're at home. You play in Elk River on, yep. I think it's Wednesday nights. That's become kind of a regular thing for you. And that is something that I think is pretty amazing for a young person who's 14. Doesn't usually have regular gigs on a Wednesday night. So now have you been learning how to play guitar now as well?
Yeah, actually. Travis Peterson had taught me for like a little bit. And then Rick Hallbeck, my co-writer and producer, has been helping me around a bit. So you're a songwriter, piano player, singer, but you have been in Nashville kind of working on a project. Can you tell us what's going on? Yeah, last Wednesday I went to Ocean Way Studios and recorded my first record. That's pretty exciting. Is this original music? Yeah, it's all original music. All original. How many tracks? We recorded 8. Did you get to have studio musicians in-house with you? Yeah, we did all the recordings live. So was this exciting for you to get, because I've been in your shoes, and to be able to go to Nashville and have those kind of players behind you, what was that like? It was beyond amazing. It kind of blew my mind a little. How good they are, right? Yeah, they were insane. There was a couple of guys that hadn't played with us before, and they didn't make any mistakes throughout the entire session. And you said 8 songs, and they were all recorded live. Yep. That was a record for the studio, wasn't it? They don't normally normally that is not easy to do. Most people come in without the experience that you have, and here you are. You've already been on stage at 14 for several years, and you come in and they're like, wow, how did this happen? Yeah, most people would not record 8 songs in a day. Okay, so now what happened? You did that in a day. Did you go back then for overdubs and extra harmony parts, or what happened for the rest of the week? Thursday and Friday I had done overdubs, and then mix and mastering would be next week. Okay, so let's talk about these 8 songs that you and Rick worked on. Now, Rick is a phenomenal songwriter and musician and producer himself. He's been performing for years. He really saw something special in you, and you must feel really special that he's like, I'm taking you under my wing because you're just amazing. You guys seem to have a really special bond. Can you tell me about these 8 songs, maybe some of your favorites, or maybe the feel that you're going for this project? So out of the 8 songs, one of my favorites would probably be Dream With Me Tonight. It was the first song that Rick and I had wrote together. It was really emotional for me to write. It's most likely one of my favorites. Another one would be I'm Gone, mm-hmm. which I wrote after my boyfriend broke up with me. He had broken up with me over text, and you could tell that he used his voice, the text-to-speech thing. Yes. So he spelled Maddy wrong. Oh, no. I was like, okay, whatever. But I didn't really care because I was already gone. I love it. Good for you. Way to stand on your own 2 feet. Now, you're kind of a pop artist too. I don't really put you in a category. I feel like you can cross over pretty much and do anything you want. Do you feel like you've got more of a country twist that's going to be coming out of Nashville, or do you feel like it's going to remain pop, or where do you find your music falling? I find mine in R&B and pop-ish. I really don't do the whole country thing. Well, now you can, though. I've heard you sing country, too. You can do pretty much anything you want, but that's your feel. You really like the R&B kind of style. Yeah. Yeah. I think haven't you done some Elvis songs, too, and put your own twist on those? Yes, I have. All right. Well, tell me about you and Rick. I want to know about, practicing. You guys write a lot of songs. It takes time to write. Do you guys set aside
hours in a week, in a day? Do you do it by phone? How do you guys work that out?
We've spent hours and days just trying to figure out, like, the right lyrics for one song. He's very particular. Mm-hmm. He's always like, you know, we gotta, like, make it seem like, you know, there's a picture in there and all this, you know. But, yeah, we'll, like, work for, like, days writing the song, and then, like, we'd have to record the demos, which also took a bunch of days, and, like, of course, if I screwed up a part, you know, if we had no auto-tune, so then he would have to be like, okay, you got to do this part again, like, 7 million times.
You know what? You are learning a lot, though. You're in the studio, you're getting that, you're learning how to take care of your voice, to maintain what you have to do. How did it go down in Nashville? Were you hydrated all week and staying on top of it?
Yeah, and my vocal coach, Piper Jones, helped me with that, too. She gave me, you know, some, like, tips and whatnot.
Well, you've got a great team of people surrounding you, and I'm really looking forward to when we can hear your new music. Do you have any idea when you might have this release? Maybe we can have you back on the show for your album release.
Probably in a month or two.
Yeah, after they get all the mixing done?
Yeah.
What is your... I want to ask this because I want to know if it's the same thing for me. You everything you talk about, when you have to redo stuff, can be a little bit frustrating. What is your non-favorite part of the process, if there is one? What's the non-favorite part for Maddy?
The business side of music.
Yeah.
That I really just... I can stand, like, 10 minutes of it, and then just like, all right, get me out of here.
It's like, let somebody else book the stuff. I'm a songwriter and singer, and that's what I want to do, right?
Exactly. My dad can deal with all the business. I just got to look pretty and sing.
Well, you do both really well, Maddy, so you got that covered.
Thank you.
And I think your dad has you covered, too. I mean, what better manager than your dad? Someone to look out for you.
Exactly.
Well, you guys are doing some amazing things. I always have your back, and anytime you're doing a new project, I'd love to hear from you. And especially when you do get this all wrapped up and you're ready to go, let's have you on, and we'll play some of your music for everyone out there, okay?
Of course, yeah.
Of course. All right. Well, you have a safe trip home. Can't wait to see you, and congratulations on all your success up to this point, Maddy.
Thank you so much.
All right. It's Maddy Braun, working on a new project in Nashville. We've been following her for the past year and a half, and it's really fun to watch this progression for her. She's getting better and better. I don't even know how she can get better because she's already great when she started.